and I was finna pay for it, so we go to the damn. It already say it had 4 ounces and it said $6,000. It said that from Jump Street, but I thought it was some kind of something special. But then I went on and checked it out. A 2 ounce bottle, nigga, 4,900. Tell you that niggas don't be buying that shit no more, nigga. 5,000. I mean 5,000, man, for 2 ounces. Yeah, that's that shit, nigga.
Until showtime.
Hey, man, I'm finna do a show, nigga. So let me let you go back to bed and rest and get your money later tonight, nigga. You know I be getting my money early in the morning. Nigga, go back to sleep, man. I'm finna get back at you, man. Hey, nigga, I made like 3-4 racks since I told you I was broke, nigga. Yeah. Hey, man, be cool, man. I'ma holler back at you. All right, later. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, y'all already on listening to a nigga. Thiz down, Thiz Brown. Oh, Thiz Brown. Thizzle Brown. Thizzle Brown.
Until showtime.
Thizzle Brown, I'm gonna think you a fake motherfucker if you don't call in. You keep motherfucking being on here dropping all them little luds about what you doing, how you listen, how this shit woo woo. But you never call in. So, you know, I've been saying you this, you know, giving you whatever prize, but I'm finna start cracking on you, man. You don't want to call in. What's wrong with you? You got one of them voices like Mike Tyson? I don't know what's up with y'all. But I'll see, because I'm going to do mine. I'm doing mine like a motherfucker. You can't tell me shit, man. I don't really care what the fuck y'all be thinking. All I care about is if you can stand it.
Your show will go live in 5
seconds. 4, 3,
2, 1.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Blog Talk Radio.
And get that little punk shit off. What's up? What's up? 2 + 2 is 4, right? We know that. So why would I entitle my little video 2 + 2 is 4? Because something as simple as that is turned into some sort of mathematical whatever that fucking word is. I didn't lost it. But it's some sort of equation that's almost impossible to get the correct answer to. People be saying 2 + 2 is 98. 2 + 2 is 1. You know, I mean, you got all kind of answers. All answers except 2 + 2 is motherfucking 4. Because we count in base 10. 2 + 2, I think, would be like 1,000 in base 2. You got 1, and then you got 10, then you got 11, then you got 100, then you got 110. Okay, 2 + 2 in base 2 is 110. But we don't count in base 2. We count in base 10. So you can make whatever you say correct. Period. Because the motherfucker say 2 + 2 is 110. Then motherfucker say in base 2, well, shit is correct. But who want to go through all that just to live daily? People be telling me all kinds of shit. And I get thank you notes or notes of appreciation like this. Motherfuckers say, 513, I see you just came up. Before I get started, I'm finna hit you. What's up, bro?
What's up? You know I ain't got no Mike Tyson voice.
You ain't got who?
I ain't got no Mike Tyson voice.
Oh, this up?
Yeah, you say like you might got one of them.
Well, motherfucker, is this your first time calling in or what? Damn, if it ain't the first, it's the second.
I always call you.
You don't call in, Thizzo. What's happening with you?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Well, you up there in that bay, you representing every time you come on. So what's you with Thiz Nation or whatever that shit is up there, right?
No, I just like Thiz Nation.
You just like this, or you ain't with that Thiz Nation shit?
I ain't in the group. I don't rap or no shit like that. I like the music, and I bumped into you, and it kind of reminded me of the same shit.
Man, let me tell you something, man. You need to call in more often. You need to say whatever the hell you think about whatever the fuck I'm saying, because you got a lot to say, bro. You just be dropping them lugs. People be willing to hear shit, man.
But they don't want to hear from me.
Yes, they do. They want to hear what motherfuckers be thinking. They really do. Okay. They hey man, you think they don't want to hear from you, huh?
I don't want to call in and be arguing with you on your show.
Arguing with me? How the fuck you gonna be arguing with me, man? You be agreeing with most of the shit I say.
Because you gonna be talking some shit, and I'm be talking some shit, and we gonna be talking shit, and you got people listening.
It ain't gonna be like that, Thiz. It ain't gonna be like that, Thiz. We talking now, ain't we?
Yeah, we talking now.
That's what. Hey, Thiz. That's what it's gonna be. Every time. Yeah, it's just gonna be that, man. You might say something I'm not agreeing with, but there ain't gonna be no argument. I'm gonna talk shit about what I think, and you gonna stand up for what you think, and they gonna get it. Okay. That's how we gonna do it, man. We don't be arguing. We be kicking it.
Yeah, because we got over that part. We over that.
Yeah, you know it.
We got over that, man.
Hey, man. So let me say. Wait. Let me say this. See. You sit up and you tell me, nah, they don't want to hear shit from me. But what I'm saying is, what you did, you might have opened the door for all them motherfucking punk motherfuckers that be in that queue talking all that goddamn shit. Because you see, as soon as I said something to you directly, you called in. Hey, that's what a real motherfucker gonna do. Motherfucker in the queue having hella shit to say. That's because ain't nobody kicking it with them. Ain't nobody saying nothing in response to them, so they can say whatever they want to say, and they be scared to call in. I see you got two big old balls, motherfuckers. The motherfuckers dragging on the ground when you walk, huh? Okay, I'm with that. Big nut motherfucker. Yes, what's up, man? I love it, man.
Yeah.
Stay down, my brother. I love you too, man. Stay down. Hey, so let me read this shit. Motherfucker say, Professor, I just want to say, I think of you as my mentor, my big brother, my father figure, all of the above. A lot of dudes are still learning and only now just getting to the point where they're soaking this shit up. Ain't none of these dudes online got my or our long-term game in mind. I watch them, then I go back to the dope you have. The real dealio is the confidence course. 1.0 is the shit. From self-honesty to one world, my aura, my conduct, and the game I got. I learned the real men can't rest on yesterday's wins. But the shit you said on royalty fucked my head up, but in a good way. Blood, your perspective on rejection helped change my life. I'm not a pimp, but I've been obsessed with the life since I first read Iceberg Slim at 13. I've been drinking a little bit because I want to. I don't need shit. I wake up listening to you and I go to bed with my headphones listening to it. It's going into my subconscious. I want to give my elders their flowers while they can still smell them. I watch that YouTube and laugh my ass off when you go in on them square motherfuckers about being cheap. $8.50 is nothing. The course has value far beyond what a person spends. And I just want to tap in and give you your props. Keep the frat moving forwards and thank you very much. Come on, man. I wake up to that shit. You know, that's some fly shit to me. Now, okay, I got this guy. I hope he ain't this knucklehead. Private number. What's up, private number?
What up, bud? I put out. I got a question for you. When you out with these women like I do, and that motherfucker stare at you, trying to show off on his board, I don't want to get to jail, but would you blast the motherfucker with your fist and beat that shit out of motherfucker?
Hey man, hey bro. I speak English, and if you want to tell me what you just said in English, I mean, I'll try to answer, but all that shit you saying, I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what them goddamn words mean.
Yeah, let me try again, brother. I blame that weed. I had that.
Okay, come on, just come on.
When I go out with women, the motherfuckers try to show off with their friends, and they try to show off and stare at the wall, and then they talk shit. And I know how to box. Do you think I should box the motherfucker up when they're trying to step to me when they show off? What was Bud?
Bro, you must be insecure. Man, this dude. Are you gonna listen or you gonna keep talking, man?
I'm ready for my fourth Bud to tell me what to do, baby.
I ain't gonna tell you what to, bro. Let me just shut your ass up. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna address what you was talking about when you be out and motherfuckers be trying to whatever show off, blah blah blah. I don't even see no shit like that when I'm out. If a motherfucker doing whatever the fuck they doing, and I recognize that they doing it whatever kind of so I can see it or so the bitch can see it or whatever, I ain't acknowledging that shit. Man, fuck that. And you obviously acknowledge it because it interferes with your evening. That shit don't interfere with my evening. And as long as you let it interfere with your evening, you're going to be wondering what you should do. And I know what I should do. Unless that motherfucker walk his ass up in my space, I don't give a fuck what that motherfucker talking about. Now, you know keeping your mouth shut, motherfucker. Now you can talk.
You right, I won't listen to that if I'm going to ignore that motherfucker. I was going to finger fuck that bitch. And I listen to that ice cream cat food in this summertime. And what's Bud's favorite music?
Oh man, shit. Hey man, some of you guys come on talking that kind of goddamn shit like this, fool. You don't know how you sound to me. You sound so stupid. This motherfucker sound crazy as fuck. Why can't a motherfucker talk in plain English? Because they insecure. Motherfuckers can't talk in regular English because you might understand what he's saying. Then he all fucked up. Because what he's saying ain't got shit to do with what the fuck he talking about. I'm just saying, man. I wake up to the shit I'm talking about, not every morning, but a lot of mornings. And my life is being rewarded. It's being rewarded for my dedication to what I'm doing. I see the improvements you guys are making. Here I am, alone, here at the top. Motherfuckers talking shit, trying to compare their shit with me. Some of those fools have have a group of motherfucking followers who do crazy shit. I remember a motherfucker, I ain't gonna mention his name, but his followers called in and they complained on me to Facebook and YouTube. Said I was doing some shit. Whatever the fuck they said, I forgot. But it did get me blocked from YouTube. It was just real petty shit to me. As a matter of, never mind. I ain't gonna even say. I was gonna say, where is that nigga? But I don't give a fuck. I ain't seen no videos of shit from that nigga lately. I just hope he all right. But who knows about these here today, gone tomorrow motherfuckers. This is why I only deal with grown men that's gonna be here. They ain't going no motherfucking where, except where they want to go. Forever being strong. Be up on the deal of the century. Shit, ain't that a bitch? Fucking August only. Sidewalk University and the Male Confidence course together. $950. You motherfuckers only gonna get that for August. And you're gonna be calling me in all kind of months that's not August, talking about you want the deal. And I'm gonna just tell you no. The only deal that's real is the deal that you get when you motherfucking hear the deal. Live. Get that confidence you want. Stop being afraid of what's to come. You only afraid because you don't have a clue as to what the motherfucking do. Sidewalk University has it. It is good to go. Soon as you learn what it is and how to use it, and how to use it to your advantage, soon as you walk out of here with the diploma, you already know what to fucking do. Don't be one of these motherfucking dudes who don't know how. Shit, I'm still, gonna meet my deadlines with all these youngsters I'll be fucking with. Even though it's a whole bunch of shit on my plate and I don't get much sleep. It's all right though. Some of them motherfuckers don't even show up on my podcast. And like I was telling Thiz earlier, you motherfuckers, you show up and you be in the queue just talking shit in the queue. Who in the fuck care about no motherfucking queue? If you ain't talking no shit to me, you ain't even talking. You see, I don't be looking at that shit. I don't even try to see what motherfuckers in the queue saying. You got to get that goddamn confidence that you want. And you got to stop being scared of the unknown. If you a motherfucker, think about it. When you walking down the streets, blah, 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 scared of this, scared of that. Then you go take karate. You become a black belt, expert. You walk down them same streets and you ain't scared of shit. Because you know you ready for whatever, unless a motherfucker shoots you from 100 feet away or across the street. Whoever come fucking with you got a problem. You know that. And that's the way the shit is. That's the way the shit is with this game. 909, what's happening? 909, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing, bro. What's happening with you?
Nothing much, man. I got one question, man, for you. I appreciate your time too.
What's that?
It's pretty much, man. I'm going and I'm hollering at some of these broads, man. And pretty much, I want to know, like, pretty much, I be either like the conversation, pretty much. I don't know, man. It's like I'll pull them real quick, and then sometimes they get a little fucking like weary or whatever, but they be blocking my number or whatever real quick, and I go pull them, man. I pull them, and sometimes I don't even get a fucking holler at them. But I mean, I'm trying to get my little shit cracking, and yeah. Bro,
your conversation is fucked up. I'm just listening to you talk. Pretty much, all this old goddamn shit, man. Who in the fuck know what you talking about? If you can't, bro, let me tell you something. When you talking to a motherfucker and you say some shit like pretty much, or you know what I'm talking about, or any of that shit like that, that only tells that person you talking about you can't say whatever the fuck you talking about, so you gonna put it on them to guess. Because most motherfuckers, when you talking and you say some shit like, you know what I'm talking about, motherfuckers say yeah and don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Like I'm trying to string them along.
And you are. That's what you doing with that bullshit.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, when the conversation gets serious, or it's time to get serious, they don't want to fuck with you because they already done heard all that bullshit from you. Who want to get serious with a motherfucker that can't talk?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand completely what you're saying, man.
What am I saying? What am I saying?
You're saying that I gotta be more direct, that my conversation's fucked up because I'm over here beating around the bush, telling them, you know what I'm saying, and guessing, having them guess what the fuck I'm trying to say, instead of being more direct and just telling them, getting right down to the just getting right down to business.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. You just answered that question fairly well, and what I'm saying is, with that alone, I'm sure your life is gonna change. Because that's some powerful shit you just said.
Hey man, honestly, on some real shit, man. I've been listening to your podcast, and I already know what's up with you, man. I need to soak up as much game as I can, man, because motherfucker trying to change his life around, trying to better himself, trying to get on the right path, and it's hard out here, man, especially when a motherfucker don't really got too much guidance and no.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen to me. Unless God take me, I'm gonna be spitting shit until I go. So you got some motherfucker to say something to. All you got to do is have enough nerve to bring whatever's on your mind to me live, so we can talk about it. You can call in anytime. You can call in anytime with any situation. It ain't gonna take me no long time to come up with some way to deal with it, because I believe in what I think. And I'm trying to get all you guys that listen to me to understand how powerful it is to believe what you think. You motherfuckers don't believe what you think because you be talking all that bullshit. But when you break down what you think and you actually say what you think, instead of hoping somebody guess what you think, and then they say it in a way that you can accept it. So you say, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, man, that ain't how it go. You got a motherfucking...
I understand.
What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I understand because there's been broads that I've got at, and being more direct with them, obviously I get a lot further, and they respect that a lot more than say some ones that I try to holler at on a romantic level or whatever.
And you be talking that bullshit you think is cool, and it never works. When you get right at them, you see it do work. But the thing is, you don't. When you get right at them, it's like on an accident, because that ain't where you coming from. But it should be.
Well,
it should be where you coming from.
What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to figure out my method in hollering at these girls and trying to see what's working, what's the best way I can catch them. Because right now I'm just at a trial and error period where I'm like pretty much trying to.
But let me wait. Listen. You had a trial and error period, and you trying whatever you think is gonna work here and there. But if you don't believe in what you think, how is anything you think gonna work?
Well, I believe it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You think you believe it. You have you've convinced yourself that you believe what you think you need to believe, but you don't. Because if you did believe any of the shit that you saying you believe, you wouldn't have these questions. Questions questions come because you know hella shit about the subject, but you scared to make a stance or take a stance. You scared to choose where you at. You can't even ask the question about astrophysics unless you into astrophysics.
Yes, sir. Correct. You gotta have an interest in the situation before you have any kind of combo with it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, bro, if you got an interest, taking it further, you have to take a position. Your interest ain't shit unless you stand on it. So you take a position. That's not saying if you wrong or if you see that you wrong, you still stand on that position. You stand on that position. What?
I stand on that position no matter what.
No, you stand on that position until you see you shouldn't, and then you change.
If I'm wrong, I admit I'm wrong. Be a man about that shit.
You motherfucking right. Hey, and change right then, right there, wherever you at when you find out you're wrong. I mean, this is how shit go, man. And what I'm telling you is, you know, if you haven't been schooled or a motherfucker haven't been, you know, in your corner like that, that's a such thing. But what I'm saying is don't let that be the reason you don't progress, because now you know you can fuck with me if you fucking call in and ask whatever question, present what situation, and we'll kick it, man. And all that shit you saying you missing, you will have, because that's where I'm coming from.
I appreciate you, man. I really do, bro. But you know, that gives me a little a boost in confidence. You feel me? It gives me a boost in confidence because, yeah, man. I without saying too much, you know, I mean, I got one that's down, and you know what I mean. Like, just trying to get some more, you know.
Well, look, man. Listen. Whatever you got right now, if you not having to do some things to show you that you got them, otherwise you just believe you got them, you'll never be able to have. Can you listen, bro? You'll never be able to have more than one. What I'm saying is the only way you can have more than one is when that one you have is doing hella shit, showing you that you can have another motherfucking bitch. Women will let you.
Okay.
What?
I hear you. No, I hear you. Because yeah, right now it's like a little bit of resistance. It's not like it's kind of a struggle right now. It's kind of like she does, but she's saying she does, but then she really ain't. Like you said, actions ain't really proving it. But that's just up to me to make basically.
Hey, she ain't gonna do no more than you promote her to do.
Understood.
If you sit up, if you sit up and accept her 85%, then that's what you're gonna get from her. But I kill, hey bro, I kill 85%. You ain't gonna do some of what I want. You gonna do all of what I want, or you don't do none of it. And if you be one of them cut and dry motherfuckers, you'll have a lot of bitches, man. It's one thing about me. You gotta see me changing bitches like a motherfucker. I'm an old nigga, but I go out and catch bitches when I ain't got one, or when I want to, listen. What I'm saying is, what, man? Why do you have so much to say? I say, why do you have so much to say? You can't listen to shit.
I can't, man. I apologize about that. I can listen, man.
Hey, check this out. Right there, that point, right there. That's another reason why you miss bitches. You don't really give a fuck about what they saying. You don't even hear it. And, I mean, in a way, that's cool. But you got to know that that's what you're doing when that's going on cool. You don't know that's what you're doing. You don't be giving a fuck what a bitch say. You just, if that's the case, wait till she get through so you can say what you want to say. That ain't conversation. Hey, I'm right, huh?
Hell yeah,
But listen. What I'm saying is that's the mistake, part of the mistake you're making. You already talking in some indistinct words, so she don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Now she see you ain't motherfucking listening to her because you ain't responding to shit she's saying. So how is she gonna go with you? How is she gonna want to talk to you some more? Because she already see it's all about the pussy with you. Bitches, every bitch that get dressed and go out is all about the dick to them. But they don't let you know that. They act a certain way until that's what they want to do. But all the time, that's what they want you to get them to do. Dudes go about it exact opposite. They don't want to get you to do shit. They just want you to do it. You guys are like you watch a lot of porno if that's the case. I'm saying in porno, you know, the plumber come over, the wash machine is fucked up. As soon as he walk in and look at the wash machine, he say, you know, I can fix that. I'll take my wrench. And the bitch minds get to thinking about his big wrench. And the next thing you know, he in the pussy. That's how you guys think. But it don't work like that in real life. You can imagine that shit. You can imagine it, but you got to play to get it. In that porno shit, it's about sex. So you ain't got to do shit but watch it, and it's going to lead you to sex. That's not how sex works in real life. You know, the motherfucker in the porno movie knows she ain't finna get killed. She know she ain't gonna get her head cut off. She know this motherfucker ain't finna give her no disease. In real life, motherfuckers is thinking about all that shit. So if, as you get your opportunity to talk to her, if you don't know this shit, you're not relaxing this shit in her while you talk. So you just wasting those words because that bitch ain't gonna do shit. You know, when you relax her, you know, girl, shit, I know as much as I want to take you with me right now, I just met you 30 seconds ago, and I know you ain't going to try to go nowhere with me. I'm saying, letting her know you know that shit, and then you speak past that shit and be talking to her, and the way you let her know you talking to her is you repeat a word or two that she just got through saying. And you make it a part of what you gonna say. And that bitch just, oh man. Do what?
Parrot her last word.
Yeah.
Parrot her last word.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, you don't want to think of it like you're saying, but that is what you're doing, because it may not be her last word. It may be one or two of her earlier words. But what I'm saying is, in that particular exchange, whatever word she did use, you got to find one to go with whatever the fuck you finna say. And when you repeat it,
Understood.
When you repeat that word, whatever it was, I'm telling you, man, if you know anything about boxing, you know you got to always have your guards up. But what I'm saying is, if you think of talking to women like that, you know that when you start talking to her guards are up. They're up. Mm-hmm. And she blocking everything you say because she's used to 1,000 motherfuckers coming up saying the shit you saying. So she block all that. But if you come up there talking to her, doing some shit that motherfuckers don't know to do, which is let the bitch know you talking to her, even if you're talking to her, do you no good if the bitch don't know you talking to her. And the way you let her know it is to parrot her words, like you just said. What I'm saying is this is conversation 101, and you get all this shit at Sidewalk University. All you motherfuckers be trying to take this point and that point. Okay, you can get this point or that point, but there's 300 points to get. What did you get getting that 1 point? You didn't really get shit. You open the door to a bunch of shit you don't know shit about. And that's where you fucked up. That's why when a bitch says something that you didn't expect, she shuts you up. You got to take 10 seconds to think of what to say. No, man, I'm so far ahead of this bitch. Whatever the fuck she say, I already thought about it. Even if I never said any of the words that she just said. I already thought about it because I think of every goddamn thing. Anything you say, you ain't catching me, and it ain't gonna take me a half a second to respond. Because you ain't gonna catch me off guard. I'm always on guard. ADPs always be playing. If you don't play, you're gonna get played. Period. Play or be played. That's the name of it, bro. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
I feel you, man.
All right, I know you do. I kind of believe you. 863, what's up? 863-308. What's up?
I'm just listening to the show. My bad.
All right. You can just listen. It's cool. Okay, so what I'm saying is don't be one of the ones who don't know how. Don't be that motherfucker. I'm going to meet all my deadlines with all the motherfuckers that I told I'm going to do something. But I am also going to incorporate every fucking new thing that goes on with me in my life leading up to that point that I'm supposed to do whatever I'm supposed to do with whoever. Because I ain't finna shortstop myself. I'm ready. I mean, you can look forward to a continuation of this abba-dabba that I spit. You witness it. I mean, it really just, it bothers me that I got to keep pointing out to you motherfuckers how real this shit is. But it's okay. Long as you stay up. Nobody knows what tomorrow will bring. We should only know that whatever it brings, we're ready for it. That's the only fucking thing you can know. That's what that black belt know. That's what any expert know about, if that's the case, their field. My point is this. If you ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you're ready and you're just walking down the street, you're thinking about all the things that could happen in the next 2 steps, even though it don't happen. And after you take those 2 steps, you're saying, because that didn't happen, that made me subject to blah, blah, blah in the next 5 steps. Okay, that sounds paranoid. If that's what you want to call it, that's what it is. But that's not paranoid. That's being up. That's being up. You up on shit. And that takes no time. It's just thinking. Just like you might think of how good she look in that white blouse. You can think what a motherfucker's going to do if you took 2 more steps forward and wasn't ready. It's that easy to do. You just got to do it. Thinking is the only way to live. Now, I mean, you got to understand that we should know that whatever the next second brings, we're ready. I mean, this is words I live by. I'm ready. I mean, I'm not saying that nothing can happen to me and I'm not going to get shot, from across the street or whatever. But I know if it has anything to do with me dealing with whatever the fuck can harm me, I'm ready. I'm always ready. I always try to do the fucking best I can. I do that for my girl, and most of the time I succeed. But this new wave stuff with women, since they think they dick as big as mine, they it's hard for a nigga like me. So my daughter is kind of like that. She's not really like that because I ain't fucking with her like that. But what I'm saying is, she got the same misconstrued thoughts about dudes. And her birthdays or whatever, I hit her with some dough. But I don't, usually give her just money. I usually get whatever the fuck she talking about she want and give her some money. And I know, she ain't tripping and neither am I. But just like you, I be wanting to do hella more for my goddamn child. And I want to give her the world, but since I can't, I just make sure I give her the fucking survival mentality so she can live in this fucking world. I'm saying my girl's 26, and on her 27th birthday, I hope I'm here so we can celebrate. Because what I'm saying, when you want something to happen, you gotta make it a reality. And this is especially so when it comes to change. Changing your personality is one of the hardest of all to accomplish. But it all boils down to if you can see yourself changing. If you can see, what kind of dude you want to be, what would that be? You have to answer that. You can't just ask that and let it go. When you are faced with the fear you have when you think about something, let's say a woman, your heart pumping hard, nerves going crazy, mouth dry as a desert, you got these feelings. When you see that sensation, you associate it with fear and you get anxious. Simply because you thought about talking to a woman. What I'm saying is, that ought to show you clearly that you really are not thinking about changing. You're thinking about dealing with what you already go through. And what you're thinking about is how can you not change and start being successful in the arena of catching. That's not going to happen, fellas. You need to give my ancient ass some motherfucking slack to get next to you. You know damn well I done had 2 strokes, and sometimes I be slipping. And I know I sound crazy as fuck sometimes, but today I have to acknowledge that nothing is slipping with me. I still believe what I believed in 1970. I've been ranting about, the emails I get when they doubt, but just like I read one that's positive, I get a lot of them motherfucking positives. I just don't feel like reading them because they be saying they be too complimentary. By far, my positive emails overshadow the negative ones. So without a doubt, I appreciate all you motherfuckers. You just need to focus on that confidence course. You need to focus on that I talk about, that course. And it's only so you can become the real you. You ask any motherfucker graduated from Sidewalk University, they'll tell you that is what they got, the biggest thing they got, accepting who the fuck they are. Now with a completely new attitude, you allow me in the motherfucking course to help you blossom into the man you want to be. And since you bought the course or you're buying the course and don't want to come to Sidewalk University to get the most out of it, I'm going to have to trust you got your shit together. I hate selling parts. I just sold a couple of single parts today. I hate doing that. I tried to talk them out of it because single parts ain't gonna do you no good. I mean, it will if you can take whatever time it's going to take to get those single parts. But if you want to be that confident alpha motherfucking male, this shit that I talk is important. I really take pride in everything I do. I take pride in everything that I say to you. That's why you see me looking over here at the shit. I write this shit down. I do not want to just talk to you off the top of my head. I mean, I could just say what I want on these motherfucking videos and not give a damn. But I know a lot of you motherfuckers gonna see this shit, and I do not want to look illiterate or as if I ain't got no command of the English language. Like you guys don't care. You don't care how you sound. I do. If you notice, my punctuation, my word usage, and overall content of my videos reflects some level of intelligence. And I say this to say the word there, Their, is possessive and shows ownership. The word there, They', is a contraction joining two words to make one word. They are. In the word there, There, can be an adjective or an adverb depending on how it's used, but mostly it means placement. You can't say look over there, you writing. You can't say look over there and spell the word Their. If you say they're the ones, you can't use the word There and be talking about something important and expect somebody reading it to take you seriously. You apostrophe re, your means you are. Please stop making your wise words of advice look fucking stupid because of your lack of command of the English language you speaking. One reason my confidence course is so dope is previous videos I made about the most important thing for you to notice during your conversation. I mean, my videos make that shit clearer. If you possessed the confidence to even try what the fuck I be saying. Have any of you ever thought of how you sound when you speak and whether or not your breathing matches the sentences that you're using? I don't think so. Get my courses and learn how to use these tidbits of information to your benefit and become the motherfucker you fantasize about being. Because that motherfucker you fantasizing about do all this shit. That's why you fantasizing about. When you're down, you know, on the new one, what's the most important thing for you to notice? I'm not going to allow you to guess on this one. The most important thing for you about your motherfucking Mac is your phrasing. Niggas don't know how important it is for your conversation to flow. Just as you mistakenly think rhymes are the key, you overlook how the flow of the sentence sound. In most of my best Macs, I gotta watch my breathing because I know I want the sentence to come out in one breath. So I adjust. If you see or get the experience, the power you get in knowing these little fucking intricate pieces of conversation and how it plays in your overall catch hand, you'll assure yourself. You just will assure yourself that your motherfucking you'll assure yourself that you people are understanding you. I'm just saying. The power that you get in knowing, the power that comes from knowing these things is immense. But to you guys, none of this science matters. People want to know how they can tell if they're talking or dealing with a real man, and I'm gonna offer you a few pointers in what to look for to help you identify whether or not you're dealing with a true one. Traits of a real man. He is somebody with the qualities and manners traditionally associated with the upper class or upper crust of society. He is a member of an ancient family of men whose privileges includes the honor of having more than one woman madly in love with him and his flair. He's a man in possession of high ideals or excellent, he's a man in possession of high ideals or excellent moral character. He's impressive in quality, quantity, and appearance. He's purely a magnificent man. He's a member of a governing body of men who supports the game by principle and in action. He is believed to be superior to other men of the same kind. He far surpasses others in intellect, achievements, and ability. Some of us have adopted an attitude of condescension towards others who fall short of the goddamn perfection we require. He's above being affected or influenced by something or someone. Simply put, he's a better man than most. And now that you have an idea of what a real man is, when you meet one, bow graciously and get anointed with this motherfucking game. Because I'm telling you, what time is it? It's time for you to stop pretending to be down. It's all right if you can't stand up to the rigors of what this game has to offer. Why make yourself look worse by being seen as a sucker imitating master pimps? Simp. Make the choice to stop faking the funk and surrender to this fucking game. Surrender that bullshit you call game back to the real players. Let the real niggas bask in the glory of the game. And you go back to watching movies. But don't watch American Pimp. If I could go back in time, part 2, I would take pictures of the parties and the party goers who came to our parties and would put them in a safe place so when I, get over 70, I could look at them motherfuckers and see how we looked. I would also go back to all the motherfucking niggas I rolled with and remind them that we're going to get old and to prepare for retirement. I would try to change my pimp or die attitude to pimp and retire. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would retire. So it was the last thing on my motherfucking mind. With all the progress in medicine we have today, yesterday's pimps died from old age at 50. But today we're going to live past that age. So be ready. And lastly, I would find that motherfucking hoe I didn't catch and catch that bitch. That's if I could turn back the hands of time. Since I can't, fuck that bitch and any other motherfucking thing I didn't do. If I could go back in time, there's only one thing I would do different. No, 2 things. The first thing I would do is I wouldn't have fired that fucking fine ass Filipino bitch that I fired. Then the second thing is I would give that black hoe I would have gave her a second chance. The Filipino bitch was so fucking needy, and I couldn't be around as much as she needed me to be around. And the black hole was a turnout that I didn't believe in, and she turned out to be a real bad bitch for the next nigga. I thought about those bitches, on the way down to Vallejo when I just went. And if I would have, wouldn't have been in the fast lane, speeding, changing lanes and shit without no signals, I would have seen I needed to give both those hoes a little more of my time. And I could have flipped her. The Filipino she was so fine that when I told her what I wanted, when I told her this, I wanted 800 every night. She made that shit so goddamn fast, 3-4 hours. It was like I had to spend the rest of the day with her. Man, that shit is worse than me. I don't want to spend the fucking day with you. I ended up having to tell this bitch that I want time. I don't want no particular amount. I want 12 hours, 12 to 14 hours. Because that bitch was coming in 6 hours with the money I was asking for. Man, fuck that. That shit is fucked up. I'm just saying. The black bitch I had, I just, she was calling me, and she was a turnout, but she was calling me, and to me, I was being lazy. Because the last time she called, she expressed some kind of little problem. And I told the bitch, girl, you better get your, handle that shit. And I was asleep. I went back to sleep. Next call I got was from the next nigga, Melvin. I remember that nigga called me, talking about he got me for the house. And he pimped on her. I ain't mad at that nigga. He pimped on that bitch for some years. And she was a bad little thieving bitch that I missed. Because I go with what I think. And I have missed. She ain't the only one. And she ain't gonna be the last one. I'll be making my mind up fast. And if you on the wrong side of it, I ain't fucking with you. That's just how it go with me. But look, this shit I'm kicking is real. And what I want you all to understand is that there's no sense in talking this kind of shit if you ain't gonna stand up to it. Because at one point, you gonna get challenged. I'm ready for that shit. I'm out.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Look at all this shit. Well, I'm looking at this shit. Soul Sister, whoever that is, she got hella shit to say. Soul Sister, I just have one question for your goddamn ass. Why the fuck didn't you call in so that I could talk to you? Why you want to just be here in the fucking queue saying shit just for you? Motherfucker. I'm gone.